Who's ready to party? Woo! It's Friday. It's 4 p.m. in New York City. It is 10 p.m. in Berlin, Germany, 4 a.m. in Singapore, and 2:30 in dentist offices all around the world. And now that means it's time for my boyfriend's favorite online trivia game that I host every week, one2win Trivia. Hello, friends. Thank you for the uproarious applause. I know you're probably throwing roses at your iPhone screens or your Galaxy screens or whatever, and I appreciate them all. I hope you're all doing well at home or wherever you are. I'm doing pretty okay over here. Thank you very much. Today is Friday, July 15th, 2022. It's my brother and my nephew's birthday today. Isn't that nice? And it's almost my half birthday. Hi, everyone. I'm Timothy Dunn. I will be leading today's charge. And I thought I could use a little bit of celebration today. Do you know what I mean? It seems like there's a lot of stuff happening in the world, and we can always use reasons to celebrate and sort of make merry. So I went on all those What National Day Is It websites, and they're kind of like, whatever, who cares? But I thought we'd celebrate. So congratulations to all who celebrate, because today is National Celebration of the Horse Day. Oh, the horse. National Celebration of the Horse Day. Isn't that wonderful, actually, that a day exists to revel in the majesty and the splendor that is the horse. Horses are great. So, if you observe, congratulations. Let's see some horse emojis in the chat, everybody. I kind of think horses are a little terrifying, to be honest. Their eyes get a little like they're coming for you. You know what I mean? But so horses and alligators are kind of my two irrational fears, but I love horses. So happy Appreciate a Horse Day. Oh, today is also Happy National Gummy Worm Day. Oh, this one is dumb. I know, but of all the candies, if I had top 5 dangerous candies for me, gummy worms is in the top 5 most dangerous ones. I will eat gummy worms. Sorry. Maybe I was born this way, okay? You know what I mean? Easily top 5 favorite candies. Happy day to them, even though it's dumb and probably some brand is going to get 1/4 of a cent from me saying that, but I don't care. Oh, and one more. Oh, this one is really nice. It's happy, if you celebrate everyone, Happy National Give Something Away Day. Oh, this is a nice one, right? Linda Eaton Hall Fulcher, the founder of this little national day, says, according to her, this day is for anyone who cares. It advocates for giving to friends, family, and the less fortunate, for mindful consumerism, and for being more aware of our carbon footprint. I'll give it up to that, tip of the old hat. And one other little quote that she says is, giving is the simplest act to exist that can brighten up another person's day, and at times really bring about a positive change. She had a really beautiful quote. And if you stick around after the game, I'm going to read you the full quote, because I don't know, I'm sentimental sometimes, and I like to read things that seem nice and uplifting. Anyway, so we will do that. And now let us uplift each other with the game of trivia we're about to play today. I'm going to read you some rules so you know how to play. In just a second, I'm going to be asking you 12 general knowledge trivia questions, and I'm going to give you 10 seconds to tap on the answer on your screen that you think is correct. If you tap wrong, no big deal. You can change your answer within the 10-second window we give you. The more questions you get right and the faster you do it, the closer you will be to winning our top prize today. And today we are playing for a prize pot of $50 dang. Nothing wrong with that, huh? $25 to our first place winner, $15 to our silver medalist, and 10 Doloridoos to our third place. Great prize amounts. Great. You can't dispute that. That's a lot of money. $25 for first place. What are you, nuts? I'll take that. You know what I mean? $50 dang, that's right. Unheard of. Okay. Anyway, we can keep going. And remember, in this game, there are no eliminations. Dun, 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 dun. So there's no penalty for guessing either. So if you get a question wrong, just brush your shoulder off and keep on playing, because time is of the essence in this game. Prizes will be awarded to players who get the most amount of questions right in the least amount of time. That makes sense, right? Every week I ask that and no one really answers, so I assume you all agree with me. Speaking of exciting things, if you do really well today and land in our top 10 winners circle, oh, you'll be the happy new owner of some gorgeous little binoculars. Ever heard of them? Our very first power-up, and trust me, they really do make a difference when you're playing. And before you all start barking up the chat, what the binoculars do in real time is they show you what other players are guessing. So it's kind of like a poll the audience, but the audience is like the other players. They really do help. As someone who famously has never won any trivia games, like any power-up will do. So if you have them, use them. Just tap on it during the game. That's some house cleaning business we're taking care of. And I think it's time to play. Isn't that great? So we had a nice little chat, and now we're going to play some games, and that's how we have fun on a Friday, right? So everyone, let's take a deep breath. Take a deep breath with me here. Focus. Go with your gut. Change your answer if you need to. What else can I tell? Drink a little water today. Drink some water. That's a good tip. Lower your shoulders if you feel a little tense. Put a little smile on your face today. I don't know. I'm only looking for positive moods today. So if you think you're going to be number one, I want to see some number ones in the chat. Number ones only. We need some positivity to start the game. I'm going to need to see the number one over and over again in the chat. So dust up those little thumbs and find that number one. Let's see who can find the number one. I truly can stay. We can have 1,000. Oh, oh, you guys are funny. I really do. There you go. I see a number one. That's all I needed. We're going to go to today's game. Good luck, everybody. Woohoo. Q1. Here we go. Q1. How many inches are there in 1 foot? Is it 0.12, 12, or 120? How many inches are there in 1 foot? Do you use inches or centimeters? Some people don't know inches, and that's okay. And there's no need to put an actual ruler up against your feet here, guys, okay? Leave the feet stuff for another host. That's not my favorite. We're kicking off today's game with some hopefully simple math. 0.12 inches is super small, and 120 inches is like 10 feet. So that'd kind of be like a dog and an ant put together, I guess. Wrong kind of feet, Megan? Okay, fine. Okay. Well, that only means that there's 1 foot is equal to 12 inches. 12 is your answer. And 100 one-to-winners are measuring up quite well. Great job, you. One of you guessed 0.12. And that's okay. It's just what we call wrong. Ding dong, you're wrong there. But let's move on to Q2. Q2, here we go. In the famous fable, who won the race between the hare and the tortoise? Was it the hare, the tortoise, or it was a tie? Remember that, the tortoise and the hare? It's like a famous thing, you know what I mean? It's one of Aesop's fables, and I'll have you know it actually got a 4.4 star rating on Google, too. It's an absolute page-turner, Aesop's Fables. Check them out. Sponsored by Aesop's Fables. Okay, let me bring you up to speed here if you don't remember this. The animals set off. The hare is bounding. A tortoise and a hare are in a race, okay? The hare is bounding away while the tortoise slowly sort of plods along. Then the hare gets all confident, and he takes a nap. And while he's taking a nap, that slow little tortoise overtakes him and wins the race. The tortoise is the winner, and that is the right answer here. 91 to winners didn't get complacent on Q2. Let's see, we have 5 who thought the hare. 6 thought it was a tie. A tie? The tortoise and the hare? No, that's like a lesson. It's like slow and steady wins the race is the sort of thing. So, you got to be consistent. You know what I'm talking about. You're all intelligent people. Let's move on to Q3. Okay, Q3. Here we go. Q3. Found in Babylon, which of these is a wonder of the ancient world? Is it the Hanging Gardens, the Tilting Towers, or the Sleeping Bridges? A wonder of the ancient world. That's time right there. Wow. Fortnite's got tilted towers, but there are no tilting towers among the 7 wonders. And the hills may be alive with the sound of music, but the bridges definitely are not asleep. Just ask their exhausted parents. They've been trying to put them to bed all night. All right. So now, the thing about this question is there's no real confirmed archaeological evidence that this wonder actually existed at all. So, I guess we just have to go with the consensus on this one. We're looking for the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. 91 of you are blossoming right there, giving us another right answer. Congratulations. 2 of you thought the Sleeping Bridges. I thought that was kind of funny. Sleeping Bridge, Tilting Towers makes kind of sense. I guess Hanging Gardens doesn't make a ton of sense either, But anyway, why am I pontificating on these things? Let's move on to Q. It's Friday. Can you tell? TGIF, I'm ready for the freaking weekend. Okay? It's the freaking weekend. Let me have some fun. Q4. Here we go. Q4. Which golden item is Wonder Woman often depicted with? Is it an axe, a lasso, or a trident? Wonder Woman's golden item. That's time right there. Ooh, this item even has its own ride over at Six Flags. That's how you know you made it, right? Oh man, maybe make a Tim Dunn ride. No, please, if you work at Six Flags, I retract that idea. I do not. Anyway. Now, it is often used to get the truth out of anyone, Wonder Woman's item, who gets caught up in it. In fact, its creator, William Marston, invented the original lie detector machine with this item. Big claims, but what else did he invent? That would be the lasso of truth. That is it, the lasso of truth. Lasso was the answer. 85 one-to-winners are rounding up another point to add to your hauls. And you're a step closer to gaining superpowers. That's the surprise prize today as well. Financial ones, at least. You know what I mean? Anyway, onward now to Q5. Q5. Dun, 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 dun. What if I flew out of here? A good green screen. We can't do it. Oh, this question sort of makes me like nervous. Okay, Q5. Which of these sweet treats is best avoided by someone with a nut allergy? Pecan pie, pralines, or both? Desserts that are avoided by someone with a nut allergy. Okay, listen. Pecan pie should give you a pretty big clue that it contains, pecans in the pie, which are nuts. So they're off the menu if you have a nut allergy. I hate to break it to you right there. But how about pralines, huh? Well, they're a mixture of sugar, vanilla, sometimes cream, and nuts. And those nuts could maybe even be pecans. So that's potential trouble. Double trouble, pecan trouble. You know what I mean? So which of the two should be avoided by folks who are allergic to nuts? Both of them. Take a hike, both desserts. We have nut allergies at table 13. Both is your answer. 77 one-to-winners are flexing their little sweet tooth on this one. Isn't that nuts? How about that right there? 10 of you thought pecan pie. Maybe you don't know pecan. Maybe you live in a part of the world where there's not pecan pie. Or pralines would have been the one, because there's like some people pronounce them you know what I mean. It's fine. It's just a game. Both was the answer. Moving to Q6. Q6, here we go. Q6, in which compass direction does the sun set in the southern hemisphere? Is it east, south, or west? In which compass direction does the sun set in the southern hemisphere? Oh, okay. Go with me on this one, okay? You know how that effect where water normally flows down a drain clockwise in the northern hemisphere and then counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere? Do you think maybe this is like a similar thing going on here and the directions are reversed? Because no, they're not, okay? It's the same as in the northern hemisphere. So the sun always sets in the west. West is the answer. Oh, that was kind of a trickster one right there. Maybe you got a little caught up. That was the hope right there. 74 one-to-winners are heading into the sunset with today's question. Don't forget, the sun never sets on your chances to win here on One to Win, even if you get a question wrong on One to Win. I'm Timothy Dunn for One to Win. Let's move on. Keep this going to Q7. Okay, but we're going to do a disclaimer moving forward now. I famously mispronounce things in English. You know what I mean? So I mispronounce things all the time in like common life, like fruits, vegetables, meats, all that stuff. People's names. So everyone, I'm asking for a little grace if I mispronounce anything moving forward. No big deal. Okay, here we go. Now Q7. In the Japanese manga series Yu-Gi-Oh, what is the name of the central character? Is it Yugi, Gyo, or Yu-Gi-Oh? Yu-Gi-Oh, what is the name of the central character? Jeremy TR93. We see you, boo-boo. You asked for a Yu-Gi-Oh question. And at One to Win Towers here, we are only too happy to oblige. So this character and his friends, Tristan, Joey, and Taya, are all really into this new game called Duel Monsters, a variant of which harkens back to ancient Egyptian times. What we're after here, though, is which combination of U, Gi, and O you need to get his name. Well, he is called Yugi. Yep, just Yugi. Just Yugi's what we're looking for. A big congratulations in Japanese to 76 one-to-winners who got this one right. Rev your engines, one-to-winners, because it's time for Q8. This one's another tricky one. Here we go, Q8. Q8. You can just read this question. Where would you find the Formula One racetrack? That's the name of the racetrack. Where would you find it? It looks like Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. It's Francorchamps. I didn't take French. I took Russian and Spanish. I'm worthless. So where can you find this place? Well, it's not in Canada for sure because they use a road called Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Is that okay? Is that close? I don't know. It's in Montreal. That's for their Grand Prix. Okay, do you know what I mean? And their flag is the top left flag, so it's not it. Neither is it Morocco, which hasn't hosted a Grand Prix race since 1958. Oh, I'm sweating. Now that flag is the bottom left, by the way. So which of the tricolors is it left? Well, France may lay claim to the world's oldest Grand Prix and play host to other racing events, but Spa-Francorchamps is just over the border in Belgium, which has the black, yellow, and red flag. That's the one we wanted. And it looks like we have 39 one2winners. We're absolutely motoring. Motoring, what's your price for flight? The checkered flag is waving in the distance, babies. Let's drift into Q9. Q9, here we go. Q9, in 2022, which of these US festivals takes place furthest north? Is it Coachella, Pitchfork, or South by Southwest? Furthest north, that's time right there. Oh, you big festival head. Do you like putting on temporary tattoos and like sleeping outside? Oh, I don't know. And now South by Southwest name, does give you a slight clue that it's not all of that northern. You know what I mean? It's South by Southwest. And it's the 2022 edition of the Tech Meets Film Meets Music Meets Culture Festival was hosted last March in Austin, Texas. So South by Southwest isn't the answer we wanted. That's pretty far south. Now, Pitchfork has a few international variants, but the US version was held in Union Park, Chicago, which is, sorry, Canadians, pretty far north, if you ask me. But can Coachella top it? Where is Coachella? The answer is a resounding no, Chella, because Coachella 2022 was hosted at Empire Polo Club in Indio, California. So Pitchfork's what we wanted. 0. Looks like we have 57 one2winners making a pitch for their share of the prize pot today, the $50 dang dollars. Oh, yeah, that was a pretty good one. 2070 thought Coachella. That's probably what. No, I know Pitchforks in Chicago. I grew up in the Chicago suburbs, so that's kind of my jam right there. All right, 57. This has been good. We haven't had any stumblers, which I hate to say out loud, because that means, immediately we're going to have a stumbler right now, or a stumpy. So here we go. Maybe it's Q10. Q10. This one's hard. Q10. Logistics is an 857-hour-long movie about the production of which object? A microphone, a pedometer, or a smartwatch? Production and sale of what object? Oh, man. You got to spare 35 days and 17 hours to burn? You do? Do you want to watch how tech in Stockholm can be traced back to a Chinese factory? Oh, fantastic. You are in luck. The movie came out because the producers were curious about this very process, where their tech comes, but where it comes from. But what piece of tech do they track? That would be a pedometer. A pedometer is the answer. Great job guessing to 58 one2winners. Did you guys all watch the movie? Did you watch the movie? If you did, just type your favorite little bit in the chat. Let me know which part of this 857-hour-long movie you loved the most. I liked the bit in space. I also liked the bit with the ship. That was my second favorite bit. So let me know your favorite bits as well. Maybe they're the same as the space and the ship. All right, Q11. It's time for Q11. Here we go. Q11. Who originally wrote the line, "How do I love thee? Let me count the ways"? Is it Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Luis de Camões, or William Shakespeare? How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Now, I can just tell you that this line here is taken from Sonnet 43. Does that give you a little clue? Well, the main sonnet guy is William Shakespeare, but this one ain't his. That was a low-hanging fruit right there. Here's another question. You can find Sonnet 43 in the 1850 collection, Sonnets from the Portuguese. But that's even kind of misleading because it's not the one by poet Luis de Camões, Portuguese. Now, see, I think like the M has like a mwah sound. Cameos. All right. In this poem, though, the writer is describing her passion for her lover, which can only leave Elizabeth Barrett Browning. She's your answer. 63 one-to-winner saw past our two little tricky traps we laid for you on this one. Let's see. Knew this one cold. Good, Jeremy. Tricky. I told you it was tricky traps. And now we approach our final cue of the do. Q12. Q12. Good luck, everybody. Here we go. Last year, which of these words did Americans ask Google how to pronounce most often? Okay, was it doggy coin? Was it Kamala? Or was it Quinoa? Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Now I kind of knew all these a little bit, but that's okay. All these were 2021's top 5 most requested pronunciations on Google. Isn't that funny? And the lowest of all of the 3 came in at 4th, and that one was Kamala. 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 That's the one's not too hard to remember, right? Now moving on up to 3rd, what we wanted to know was how to pronounce the Q one. Quinoa is how you call it. Quinoa. Quinoa. Save the Google. Quinoa. That's how you say it right there. It's a protein source. And for some reason, how to pronounce Michael Jackson is the second most Google pronunciation thing, but we're going to scoot quickly past that one because the most searched word in 2021 was Dogecoin. Dogecoin. And a good rule is don't invest in stuff you can't pronounce. Do you know what I mean? Dogecoin was the one we wanted here. And looks like we have 24 one-to-winners who got that right. We got our first Stumpy on Q12. Are you nuts? What, are you nuts? We got a stumbler and a Stumpy on Q12? That's what I call like a good game to me. All right, congratulations. Everyone thought it was Kamala. That's fair. You know, these are all easily mispronounced, so no big deal if you didn't know. And now it's time for the part of the game where I ask you, how do you think you did? We had 110 one-to-winners playing today. Someone's got to come in 1st place. Someone's got to come in 3rd place. Someone's got to come in 10th place. You know what I mean? We had a bunch of surprises last week. Our friend Gummy Nuggets came in 3rd. That was a nice little surprise over there. 52nd, Jeremy. That's a good one. I mean, you know, halfway there. Living on a prayer. 24th, 12th, 20th. I'll take 3rd. T. That's the T. 69th. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and reveal who the actual winners are today. Congratulations to our top 3 finishers. Off the wall, bringing home our gold medal today with 12 correct answers in 46.3 seconds. Congratulations, Jefes Dios. Coming in 2nd place, taking home $15 with 12 correct answers in 47.31 seconds. And Mango Queen, young and sweet, only 17 is the Dancing Queen song. But congratulations, Mango Queen, coming in 3rd place, winning $10 with 12 correct answers in 71.58 seconds. And, you know, that's it. That's how you do it. You know, that's one-to-winner. Congratulations, everyone. Thanks for playing. Now, like I said up top, okay, it's National Give Something Away Day, okay? And I just want to read you the full quote from the founder, Linda Eaton Hall Fulcher, okay? According to her, this day is for everyone who cares. It advocates for giving to family, friends, and less fortunate, for mindful consumerism, and for being more aware of our carbon footprint. That's like a nice thing to celebrate. And she says, whether it is something small, like giving a compliment, giving your friend a jacket of yours that she really likes, or donating clothes to the less fortunate, even little things can have a big impact, right? Even though giving is a selfless act, the reward goes both ways. We benefit from feeling good about giving and making someone's day. And at the same time, we also let go of items that we no longer need and are just lying around in our lives. We also learn to be grateful for all of our blessings, and it makes us feel responsible for people who are improving the community. Isn't that nice? All right, that's nice. That's just something I wanted to read to you. You know, and as always, I really hope you had a nice day and a fun time. If you did, I challenge you to go ahead and do something nice for someone else in your life. Go ahead and give something to someone else. Because joy is not meant to be kept. Joy is meant to be shared. I've been Timothy Dunn this entire time. Thanks for playing. If no one else has told you this yet today, I love you. And I'll see you all over on Twitter. Have a great weekend. Bye.